we've seen Drake with Ninja. We've seen all these celebrities. It's cool to see politicians get into the mix of the video games.
I think that's the new way of getting in touch with everybody.
Mm.
Is trying to integrate things that people do these days, which is obviously like social medias, these video games, whatever it is. There's ways to reach out to a vast majority of people by outletting towards these type of things like Among Us. Like Among Us is a hot game right now for your phone.
Hey, yo, Mikey. That's what I'm talking about.
What up? Beard Bros Podcast. Remember to like it, subscribe to it, comment. I love the comments. Comments are cool. But today we will be talking about what should we start off with? Well, shout out to Des Bryant and Antonio Brown first off.
Both got a shout out to Antonio Bryant.
Yeah, I like Antonio Brown.
Yeah, but he didn't do good shit to get back. Like, that's the reason he got out of the league. Des Bryant's story is a little different.
I still like AB, even though he beat his girlfriend or whatever he did. I don't give a fuck.
I mean,
at the end of the day, he's just a football player to me, so I don't really care what he does in his personal life.
I don't know. We'll see what happens. I guess, based off of my opinion, he wasn't in the league for a reason. Des Bryant wasn't in the league for a different reason. So, shout out, Des. That's what's up. I would like to see you back in the NFL. Stay healthy, my dude. I know how hard it is to come back from Achilles. Antonio Brown. We'll see how much noise he makes over there in Tampa Bay.
Kill it.
I mean, hopefully, I guess. I don't know. We'll see. He's been a distraction everywhere he's gone, so we'll see if Tom Brady and Bruce Arians can hold it down for them. I thought he'd end up probably like in San Fran. I didn't see Tampa being a destination.
They said Brady brought him in.
Figured, most likely. But I don't know. At that point, what do you do? This is how I look at it. They're putting all their chips in one basket. Are they all on the table right now for this year?
It's chip or nothing, really.
Yeah, because do you see – I want to do this comparison because I was thinking about this the other day. Is the Tom Brady going to Tampa like the LeBron going to L.A. kind of situation?
Nah, it was different because LeBron didn't have anything in L.A. Tom Brady went to Tampa knowing
he picked L.A.
But, yeah, he didn't have anything going there. He kind of made it himself after that. Tom Brady knew what he had, and he didn't need
But
Gronk.
the thing is, was Tampa going to win without Tom?
That's what I'm saying.
Was L.A. going to win without LeBron?
But what I'm saying is, like, he didn't need Gronk and AB. He already had Michael Thomas and Godwin. I mean, those already.
You mean Mike Evans?
Mike Evans and
Godwin. But they've had Mike Evans and shit, and I don't know.
But it's not the
that's
same.
why they're bringing. That's why, just like LeBron had to bring AD to win. That's why I think Tom Brady's bringing AB and Gronk. And
I don't think he needed to though.
I think he needed to. Mike Evans hasn't been able to stay healthy. Godwin has not been the Godwin of last year. If you guys haven't heard me, maybe I've not said this. I'm not a guy that sees a guy for a couple weeks and thinks that they're the guy.
But Godwin also did have a guy that could throw the ball further and didn't give a fuck in Jameis Winston. Then Tom Brady don't throw the ball.
Okay,
deep.
and that's fair, but at the same time,
Godwin's a deep
I've
ball
also
thrower.
seen where when AB was with Juju was the better of the two, it seemed like, because they were doubling AB. Mm-hmm. Okay? Godwin's getting single coverage, especially with Gronk, especially with the run game now, and especially with Mike Evans getting, like, no catches.
I mean, he had a good game today.
He had, like, 1-2 catches for, like, 20, 30 yards. He got the touchdown, but it was very – it was like a 3-yard touchdown.
He had, like, 70 yards, though.
No, I don't think he did that good. 43 yards is what I'm going to call. Anyways, the thing is Tampa couldn't do it.
88.
They went and got
9 catches.
More than I thought. Went and got Brady, which is the GOAT. And then Brady brings in his own guys to make the team good.
Yeah.
That's what LeBron does.
If if New England would have did that with Tom Brady, bring in players like that. Oh
But they did. They brought in AB.
Yeah, but
Gronk didn't want to be there.
No, I'm saying like throughout his whole career, like brought like really.
What do you think was the issue there? Why do you think New England doesn't spend money on guys?
Like on wideouts or
anybody? They don't spend money on anybody. They didn't pay Brady.
They didn't pay Mayo, Gerard Mayo when he was on there. The only player they paid so far is Gilmore.
And even then, it's
he was. I mean, he's the best in the league. So
I mean, I can't knock what they're doing because over there they're winners.
Mm-hmm.
They win no matter what.
I don't know why they don't do it. Maybe that's why they don't do it. Because everybody's replaceable.
I mean, tell me right now, would Belichick trade Stidham and Newton for Tom Brady, especially after today's games?
No, I think he's playing the long game. I think he's weighing his options till the draft. I think that's what he's doing. I mean, they only have like 2 wins, so
They have 2 wins.
So they're still in the contention for first pick as long as the Jets.
I mean, I said that before the year had even started that they were gonna probably just slowly tank. That way they can go and get a top pick.
Yeah, and if they don't end up getting the first, they'll probably trade Stephon Gilmore and fucking who knows whoever just to get that first pick. They might throw a couple picks in there.
Right. So you're basically saying that New England is on a rebuild.
To an extent, I think they are. I think they should be. I mean,
do you see any other teams in rebuilds right now?
Cowboys should be.
You think they should fully blow up the team, or do you think they should? What are some moves off just the top of your head you would make?
You definitely see what you can get for the young man, number 55. I mean, he's my favorite player, but he's still young.
But who's gonna take a man that's hurt all the time?
That's what I'm saying. You got to see what you could get. If you
Nothing.
you never know. You can get a 7th pick, and
I don't even think people are gonna give him that.
That's what I'm saying. You just got to see. DeMarcus Lawrence, he's not producing.
He does. His contract's too big.
You got to see what you could get.
Ain't nobody taking that.
That's what I'm saying. You got to see what you could get. I mean, you never know. These teams are dumb. They can give you a Sam Darnold for him, and
I don't think. Okay, so I don't think we can move off Lawrence's contract or Amari's contract. Those are two that I'm not a fan of Amari right now because I've seen him quit. Is he the best route runner in the game? I'd say so, but I've also seen him quit. When it was cold in Chicago last year, he quit. I've seen him do it multiple times when it's cold. He quits. I don't like that from a player. If you are scared of just weather, to me. But, again, you can't move off that contract. So what's the next thing you can do? I was not a fan of the CeeDee Lamb pick, but it is what it is now. He looks promising.
he looks all right.
But where are we deep at? Wide receivers. Mm-hmm. So that means we have room to get rid of stuff. I love Michael Gallup. I would have loved to sign him over Amari and make him our number 1. Mm-hmm. But because we have already signed Amari, nobody's going to want him. And because CeeDee Lamb's a rookie and he looks promising, you can't give him up. Cedric Wilson looks like a good 3. So Michael Gallup, I'd shop around to Chicago, to maybe the Niners because they've just been getting hurt all over the place.
New Orleans
possibly. I'm trying to think of playoff teams right now.
Yeah, those, or you can try to get like a 3rd-round pick.
Maybe Baltimore might still budge at a wide receiver.
They do. They need a wide receiver, at least a 2nd wide receiver.
You know, but those are the teams that I would shop him around to those because we're out of the playoffs.
That's what I'm saying.
And so stacking drafts are.
Yeah, even if you try to get somebody like Michael Gallup to Tua Tonga, not for him, but like to get him weapons.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Like give him weapons.
I just don't think
Dolphins.
teams are going to make moves that aren't involved because they're going to be playing the same game we're playing. You see what I'm saying? And there's a week to the draft.
I mean, week till the
trade deadline.
You still got to think Tua's their long run, so they're still looking.
But they got Parker and they got Preston Williams and they got that Gretzky dude at the tight end. Those are 3 good guys.
But are they Michael Gallup? Michael Gallup's a
no, they're not.
Go get the ball at the highest peak, put his body on the line type of player. Parker, we
I
know what
agree.
we're gonna get out of Parker. You're getting 800
But you
yards.
don't know what you're getting with him and Tua.
That's true. But
That's what I'm saying is you got to let that play out a little bit before you. And but by the time they play it out, the trades deadline's gone.
yeah, I think that would be a cool one.
I think Chicago. Chicago would be my team. They need
Chicago.
another guy.
Yeah,
Allen
Allen
Robinson
Robinson.
and what? Michael Gallup.
I don't know who's the other receiver, to be real honest with you.
But I also say don't.
Even
Your offensive weapons on Dallas, they're good. Okay,
To an
you got
extent.
Zeke, you got Pollard. Okay, utilize them. You got Schultz, and you have what's the other?
Bell.
No,
Blake-
what's the Jarwin?
Jarwin. Blake
Okay, when he
Jarwin.
comes back. Okay, you got depth at wide receivers. You need to rebuild the line. Go get you a good left tackle right off the jump.
And then a center.
And then you have Zach Martin still, and you have Lyle Collins that's been hurt this season that'll come back. Okay, that's 3. If you go get a good left tackle and get rid of Tyron Smith, let him go. His contract's at the back end. He's old. He's hurt. Let him go. And then with the rest of your picks, go fix that secondary. I like where we can be at defensive line. We got Gregory. Give him some time to come back. You have Lawrence. That's not looked good, but I think it's also hard because you're losing.
Plus, you're getting double teamed there. That's why Alden Smith's always getting free.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Alden Smith, you have him still. I think, who do we get?
Everson Griffin.
Everson Griffin, we got him. I mean, our
Other than-
line looks good.
Yeah.
Our linebackers,
Could use a little
help, but our secondary needs it the most.
at least some depth in linebacker. Even if you get like somebody in like the 5th, 6th round, and
Yes.
just in case Van Der Esch gets hurt like he usually does.
Right.
Secondary, you got Trayvon Diggs this year. He's a stud, but you got to get him some help over the top.
So let me ask you this, okay? We're sitting at 2-4, I think, or 2-5. We've not had a bye week, so we're 2-5 right now. The Jets are 0-7.
Yeah.
New England's at 2-4 or whatever. The Bengals are like at 1-5 or 1-6. There's a few teams that are like Detroit. Well, Detroit just won today,
But
so
there's-
Atlanta.
They're still 2 and something though.
Atlanta's like 1 and something. Minnesota's 1 and something. Let's just say, for instance, Dallas somehow ends up in the top 5. Do you push to try to get a Trevor Lawrence?
Oh yeah. I
Do
mean,
you?
unless
get-
there's somebody else that you like the
Well, Dak.
Oh no.
It's
no.
Dak or Trevor Lawrence. I don't see who else you would want to go for if you can.
Unless you're Dallas and you just like somebody else, because there's always that team that likes another quarterback that doesn't like the number 1 pick. You know what I mean? You could go for like the Ohio State guy. Or,
Well, that's what I'm saying. Jets are like the favorite to end up with the number 1. They got Sam Darnold. It's if they want to move off of him, then they go get Trevor Lawrence.
It's hard to say that because they don't have weapons. That's why I don't think they will get rid of Sam Darnold so quickly, because he does produce. He just produces with little.
So then
to
they
none.
might be able to trade out. And then the
That's what I'm
Giants
saying.
are looking pretty bad too. So then
They're not gonna get a quarterback.
they're not going to move off of Daniel Jones.
He's good. He's actually a really
Maybe
good player.
Washington?
They have to. Haskins. No offense to Haskins. He's a cool, probably dude or whatever, but.
But, I mean, he's not even starting now. They got Kyle Allen in.
He's not doing it. Kyle Allen's not doing it. No offense to
You
my-
don't see Alex Smith making a comeback.
I don't want to see that. I don't. Personally, I don't want to see him in the league.
I'm
low
just
key.
saying is there's guys, there's decisions to be made. Like Dallas right now is clearly, we're on our 3rd string. I'll be honest. Do I think the game today would have been a little different if Dak was in? Yeah, of course. I think Dak's better than the last 3rd string dude, Ben whoever, Ducci or whatever is.
Yeah, I don't know. What it is. Yeah.
Everybody that says, "Oh, Andy Dalton and Dak's clearly better." Are we really comparing Dak to Dalton? Like, that's not a good comparison. I compared Dak to the actually good. Like, is he better than Carson Wentz? No. Is he better than Jared Goff? No. Is he better than Deshaun Watson? No. Is he better than Garoppolo, I think at times, but Garoppolo looks good sometimes.
He has those days where
Those games that he's like on it.
like this game
He looked good.
he like Baker Mayfield. He's not the best, but today he played
Exactly.
played his game.
Is he better than Baker?
Days.
There's
days.
There's days you pick one or the other. I agree.
Fitzpatrick. I mean, there's the days.
I wouldn't compare him to Fitz. Fitz is inconsistent. He'll have like a couple games and then 3 games in a row he'll play bad.
But so does Dak. I mean,
that's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. Fitzpatrick fits in that little realm too, with like Matthew Stafford.
I wouldn't
Matt
put
Ryan.
Fitz in the top like 20 quarterbacks.
No, he's
Dak's in the top 20.
But you still got those guys that are like got that shit.
Like
but then
Matt
don't
Stafford
Matt
today.
Stafford. Mm-hmm.
He's not a top 10, but he's a top
Like
20
17,
in my
20.
but it's because he's got that cold blood that he's even beat Dallas before in the past. Just drive down the field and score and win.
Yeah, there's quarterbacks.
But that's what I'm saying is when people are like, "Oh, he's better than Andy Dalton," you guys want to fucking compare him to Andy Dalton? It's like
Andy Dalton's
no,
like the 40th best
hold
quarterback
up.
in the league.
I'm not comparing the two. I'm just saying, how much of a drop off is there from Dalton to Dak?
There should be a big drop off.
There should be,
Mm-hmm.
but there's not.
I just blame the fucking play calling, man. Because even now that Dak's out, you have your second best player, and you consider your second best player in Zeke, and you're still not using him. You paid him bucks out of the fucking pocket, and now he's banking it with fucking
Doing
money.
nothing.
You don't do shit.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I'm not saying that Dak's not potentially. Okay, so my buddy Jose and I were talking the other day, and I told him this. Yes, Dak was young, so I will play that into the factor. But listen here. Dak had considerably the best line or one of the best lines when he came into the league for about 3 or 4 years, okay? Mm-hmm. He had Dez Bryant. Michael Gallup was young. He had Cole Beasley and some other guys here and there. He had Zeke at his prime when Zeke would run hard all the time. Zeke would run hard. And his defense was considerably good when DeMarcus Lawrence got that contract. He was leading the league in sacks and shit.
Yeah, you had Byron
Jones, Heath.
You had a really good
okay. In those 3 or 4 years that he had the best of the best, what did Dak do?
What was it, 13-3, 8-8, and probably like a 9-7 maybe.
He lost to what's it called last year? Remember,
New England or Philadelphia late,
in which they had nobody.
Which it was like week 16 or 15.
Okay,
or
and they had nobody, right?
They had no receivers.
They had no receivers.
Secondary was hurt as well, I believe.
And Dak wants a contract that's more than anybody, or at least top 3 contract. But when you've had the best, you didn't do what. Look at Patrick Mahomes. And I'm not comparing the two. I'm comparing the situation. Patrick was given Tyreek Hill, Sammy Watkins, Travis Kelce, a decent running game, a decent line, and a decent defense, and a badass head coach. I'm not comparing Andy Reid to Garrett.
Oh, hell
but
no. He's Hall of Fame.
You put that man in this right situation, he took advantage of it, and within a couple years, he won a Super Bowl. You see the difference? Dak didn't do that. He didn't even win but maybe 1 or 2 playoff games, I think.
He won one against Philadelphia maybe, or Rams, or no, we lost to the Rams.
I think it was Seattle.
Seattle or something.
I think we beat Seattle one year.
And that was technically a defensive game on that part.
So you're telling me when Dax had the most, he couldn't do it. But now that he doesn't have a line, he doesn't have a defense, and he's got wide receivers and he's got a running back. He's got a respectful coach.
You got the championship. I mean, if you have a championship,
you're respected.
Like Ron Rivera, he's respected.
When things aren't as peachy as they were in the past, shouldn't you have to put the team on your shoulders because that's what you get paid the big bucks for, or that's what you want, so you have to show yourself?
Yeah, to an extent, but you also got to think, you got to take a load off of Dak. You can't let him throw 30, 40 times. You got to give Zeke those touches and help, like you were saying. Because I've seen it last couple weeks, and we're like, we don't even have anybody to throw the fucking ball. We're not even running. He runs 10 times a game. And it's like, damn, if we let a load off of Dak, I bet you he'd be a top 10 quarterback because he would be able to dunk it 10 yards for a touchdown because Zeke ran 60 yards a drive.
And I agree. But that's why I can't agree to him ever even getting that contract. Like, that's what I don't think people know is he was offered those contracts that I didn't agree with, but who am I? I'm not having to pay the bill.
Yeah.
But it's like, if you're wanting that kind of money, you should have to play that type of way for that money.
Yeah. I see if we don't get pick him back up, obviously, I think if New England don't get a quarterback in the draft, they'll take a risk on him. I mean, Bill Belichick took a risk on Cam Newton.
I don't ever want to see anybody get hurt. So prayers to, obviously Dak's recovering already, and Andy Dalton walked off the field. So I'm glad to see those. But the blessing in disguise is that sets up a bigger drop off for our win column. So maybe we could have beat a couple teams, but ultimately now we're looking like we're probably going to lose the Philly this next week.
Then we got Steelers.
Then we got the Steelers. We're probably most likely going to lose there.
We got like a Redskin Washington game.
I know we still have Cleveland. No, we already lost to Cleveland. The Ravens. We still have the Ravens, the Bengals. Who's the division we're playing in the
Rams division?
Okay, so we still haven't played the Cardinals. No, we just lost to the Cardinals. We played the Rams. We played Seattle. We haven't played San Francisco, have we?
That's going to be a fucking
So San Fran,
sucky game.
Ravens, Bengals, Steelers, and we still have a bunch of division games. So most likely, unless we beat Washington the second time around or the Giants again in New York or one of these times we play Philly again, I don't see us getting past maybe like 4 wins.
And even if we did win some of these games and make the playoffs on a losing thing, I mean, do we really want to see that? Would we want to see our team being like a 17th place team and not get a good pick?
I see a team out of the NFC East coming out at 6-10.
Yeah, they're gonna be horrible, but we're still gonna be like,
because Philly's only won 2 games.
Our rank, like if you win that division at that rate, you're not getting a good pick. You're probably gonna get booted out first game.
So look at it this way: it's week 7, so next week is halfways.
Yeah.
Okay. At the most, you'll have 3 wins with 8 games left. Okay. Unless you go on an 8-game winning streak, which would technically be 9 because you would win next week, you would probably end up at like 11-5 if you win on a 9-game winning streak.
There's no way.
There's no way. So you're looking at...
You might as well just bust it. You might as well sit Zeke for the year and just don't let him get hurt. I mean, no, not trying to be weird and shit, but like, tank it.
I agree.
Just tank it.
I agree. Tank it. How many people would be on that wave? If you were in control, do you sit? I never like to send out players and tell them to lose. That's never been. I never play anything with the intentions of losing.
That's why you sit Zeke and like, hey, we're gonna tank. It's either you could go and risk your injuries, like, or you could sit out.
So you give the players the option.
Yeah, just be like, hey, you want to sit out? Just sit out, man.
I think after this week, I would sit the team down and I would talk to them, be like, hey, this is our situation. Yeah, we are on a 3rd quarterback. We're gonna try our best to get back to what we do best. But then it's like, are we trying to compare the offense we were to the offense we are? Because if we look at Mike McCarthy, he's had an Aaron Rodgers all his life. That's a gunslinger. You trust him throwing the ball 40 times like he's done so far this year, like with Dak and shit. So maybe it's the coach.
It has to be the play calling. I don't know if McCarthy's doing the play calling or Kellen Moore or I think that's his name.
Yeah.
I don't know who's calling him, but fuck, man, this misdirection bullshit with Zeke. Run the fucking ball with Zeke. Just run the ball. And if you had to obviously run a misdirection,
I'm okay with taking 3 and outs.
But it's like these dudes doing like fucking reverses and little dump passes in front. I'm like, bro, who wins like that?
Nobody.
Unless you're Patrick fucking Mahomes, and
even then they don't win.
And they like that. They have players to do that. They have a Tyreek Hill is the fastest in the league.
San Francisco does that. Yeah, they have a lot of Bourne's fast. That Ayuk dude is fast. Samuel's fast.
Yeah, they play like an Oregon offense. Like,
Yes.
They just fucking gun it. And, I mean, if it works, it works, but we don't have the speed like that. CeeDee Lamb's not going to be a Tyreek Hill. He's not that fast. It's not happening. So
This is true, and I agree because
old school smash mouth football, man. Fucking like
I don't know. It's tough because now we're getting more and more depleted.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I'm not sure where the silver lining is other than now that Dak has to be forced to take a pay cut if we end up saving money with that to sign other players.
Yeah, like we could get a corner that's out there that's on the free agent market now. We don't have to.
And for those people thinking, oh, well, he said he'd trade Michael Gallup. Yeah, I'd trade Michael Gallup because his contract's coming up and we're going to have to sign him, which obviously why are we going to invest more money into our wide receivers when we clearly have holes other places?
Yeah, 1,000-yard receiver right there that we're going to have to sign to a 1,000-yard receiver pay. Like, it's not like he's going to get paid veterans minimum or anything like that. He's actually a really good receiver, so
Yeah.
he's good Calvin Ridley money basically.
Right. All right, let's move off of the Dallas Cowboys because clearly they're just just a disgrace right now. Let's move into the actual winners of the chicken dinners. So you got Seattle undefeated,
Best team in the league.
best team in the league.
Best team in the league.
You got Green Bay looking hot, but they're tied with the Bears in their division.
Yeah,
Who would you pick of the two?
Aaron Rodgers.
You pick Aaron
You
Rodgers.
pick the better quarterback.
Okay. So then you have the Buccaneers and New Orleans looking pretty head to head.
If Michael Thomas could ever come back.
I don't know, man. He's been hurt. He's been dealing with injuries. That whole team, wide receivers, are dealing with injuries.
Mm-hmm. So that's a depleted
And
team. That's
Drew
hard.
Brees just doesn't look that good.
He doesn't have the mobility no more that he used to be like not like Russell Wilson, but to an extent.
Just
He
a
had-
little elusive
yeah,
to
he
get
used
out.
to get out the pocket, so he don't have that no more. His
And the
arms,
Bucks defense looks good.
His arms is not as deep bone as it used to be. You know what I mean? So
No. And then you got, I guess you could probably give the division to the Eagles.
ooh,
I mean, they have the best quarterback in the league.
Okay,
in the
yeah.
division.
Yeah, unless you, that's probably the best team in the division right now because they have the best quarterback. But that Washington team could be scary because their defense is not.
Their defense is good. Their pass rush is probably one of the best.
So that's why I like them too. But yeah, those two teams right there. I don't think Giants.
And then you have Kansas City. They've lost one time.
Oh, they're
The Raiders don't look too shabby, but I don't think they're on that
wave yet.
that wave yet.
A lot of young players: Renfro, Ruggs, Jacobs.
Right.
Those
You got
guys.
Buffalo.
They look up and down some days.
Like they looked rough today. Josh Allen's still dealing with that shoulder injury.
Yeah.
But I mean they're like 5-2
They have a really
or
good.
4-2, whatever they are
Yeah,
now.
they have good receiving core and tight end situations kind of fucked right now, but
You have Tennessee. They were undefeated up till today, losing to the Steelers, which also are in first in their division.
Steelers
And
didn't look good
Baltimore.
in that second half.
They didn't look good, but again, you put up 27 points. You have probably one of the best defenses in the league. That's what your defense is supposed to do. Stop them when you need stops. They didn't score in the second half, but they didn't allow the team to score more than what they had.
That's true.
So,
Hey, but Tennessee's still not a bad team.
so Tennessee, and that's like those are right now. I'd probably put. I've had Seattle. I've liked Seattle the whole year. I've bet on Russell Wilson winning the MVP this year. I think I'm winning that so far. If there was a mid-season MVP, he'd get my MVP vote.
Yeah, it's probably Seattle and then KC.
You think KC?
Or even Green Bay. You might.
I like the Steelers. And remember,
Oh,
I did
yeah,
tell you at the
still-
beginning of the year,
They would be the playoff team.
they would be the team to watch out for.
Yeah.
As much as I don't like them.
Yeah, they might. You might be. Yeah, them two, and then KC. I still put KC above them just because they're more lethal.
So over there, I think it's a little bit tougher than the NFC.
Oh yeah, you got
'Cause
like five
KC,
teams.
you got Steelers, you got Baltimore, and Tennessee doesn't look like no joke.
And then,
Except today, they kind of shut Derrick Henry down until the fourth quarter.
but that was probably their game plan. I mean, that's like going into a boxing fight and like you know what they're
You're like
gonna do.
avoiding the
You're
left.
avoiding, yeah. So you're like make Tannehill beat you, and I mean he almost did.
He almost did.
He didn't look too bad.
I mean, yeah, I'd probably, if I were to pick, I like the Steelers versus Seattle. I think that was Super Bowl
Steelers versus Seattle,
Steelers versus Seattle.
probably like 2004.
Yeah, probably. It was when they played each other.
Yeah, that was like a Matt Hasselbeck quarterback.
I don't think it was even. Maybe it was Matt Hasselbeck, but I know it was like
Sean
it wasn't even
Alexander.
Big Ben. It was who was their quarterback? They had Jerome Pettis, and they had like
I have no idea.
it was back in the day. They had Hines
Let
Ward.
me see. I'll look at it real
Sean
quick.
Alexander was on Seattle. So was Matt Hasselbeck. And
Let's see.
it was 2004 though. And I think that's the year Sean Alexander actually won the MVP.
Oops, I don't know how to spell.
Running back won
Fine.
the MVP in 2004. I like that Super Bowl right now. I mean, those two teams just are hot. Tonight, Russell Wilson versus the Arizona Cardinals.
2006.
6.
Yeah.
Steelers won, though.
Defeated 21-10.
Yeah, it wasn't too close. But, yeah, I mean, those are the teams right now. I like those 4 teams in the AFC. I just don't. Buffalo, I've liked, but their defense seems to have taken a drop off.
Yeah, they had Roethlisberger still.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, and Willie Parker was their running back.
Willie Parker. Yeah, I thought the Colts maybe. No. Houston's taking a step back. Jaguars are who they are. Broncos aren't that very good. Chargers are not that good. Raiders look okay. Cleveland is there, but I think they're so inconsistent. Maybe, I hate saying it. I don't like to say these kind of things, but it's how the way I view the game. The possibilities with Odell Beckham potentially out for the season, I think open up more versatility for the Browns now. I know it's like, how do you take your best weapon and be better?
Oh, we talked about it. He must be a distraction or something because they played 20 times better. And you're going to get a Kareem Hunt back. Is that who's the one?
Nick Chubb.
Nick Chubb. You get Nick Chubb back. And you got Kareem Hunt. Oh, man, that team's kind of deadly.
Yeah, so Bengals aren't that good. Jets aren't good. Dolphins, maybe. I said this. If Tua were to start sooner than later, I would pick the Dolphins over, I think, Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sticking to that, baby. I like Tua.
Tua, baby.
I'm
Tua
excited.
Tagovailoa.
How do you think it felt for Fitzpatrick? Because he came out and said
Oh,
once
he-
they announced he fucking...
He was crying.
He was crying?
Crying, yeah. That's what Pat McAfee said, that he was crying. He got very sentimental in his little response or whatever. I mean, it's kind of fucked up, but he kind of got the gist that he was gonna eventually.
I mean, yeah, but you're 3-3.
No, they're not. They're like, aren't they 4-2?
They're 3-3. They're 3-3 on the bye this week.
They're on a 3-game win streak, huh? Or 2?
No, they're not on a win streak. I think they won like one game, but they're 3-3, bro.
I don't know.
They're
I'm just
one
checking.
game behind Buffalo,
Buffalo's only has 4 games.
5-2,
How are they 1 game? If there's 3 and
5-2, and 3-3. So they beat them, and it's 4-3.
Oh
and
yeah,
4-2.
Let me just make sure. What is it called? What are their names?
Dolphins.
Oh yeah.
No, I'm just saying. I called it. I don't like Cleveland that well because when they've played the teams that are good, even Odell came out and said,
Well, they're 4-2. Bills. No, they won today, huh?
yeah, but they had a bye,
Okay, yeah. So they're a game back.
so they're a game back of Miami.
Damn, that's
I don't
crazy.
think they're gonna win the division. I think they make the playoffs.
You think so?
Yeah, you're probably gonna have.
Yeah, Dolphins are on a 2-game win streak.
Oh, see, that's what I'm saying. 2-game win streak on a bye, and you sit your starting quarterback.
I don't know. What
For
the fuck.
Tua?
I mean, maybe Tua's the shit. Maybe they see something we don't.
So
and practicing with
what if Tua goes in there and sucks?
we got still.
You can switch. I don't think you can switch anymore.
Yeah, you can do what the fuck
I mean, you
want.
can do, but you know how Fitzpatrick is a veteran and he understands his role.
Yeah,
To take a rookie and try to have him understand that,
that's
it's
true.
a lot harder. And for him, be like, damn, I only sucked 1 game.
I think that's how the Chargers felt. They were like, "Damn, I can't take fucking Herbert out. Now he fucking played."
I mean, think that happened by accident.
and he's pretty fucking good. So it's like maybe it's
Oh,
the same
he is
thing.
outstanding.
He knows what the fuck he's doing.
He is one of the future quarterbacks of the league with Patrick Mahomes and
yeah,
I don't know who else. I guess Lamar. I think Lamar's taking a lot of steps back.
My boy, dog, JB, Joe Burrows is not a full to be.
He's not. It's just like even
His-
today I seen Justin Herbert take a hit at the end of the game. I'm just like, what are you guys? Why y'all do that?
I don't know why they don't.
Like, not that they don't slide, but who's calling those plays? Why would you put your franchise at risk?
Yeah, they were up, 18 points? Or
10 points.
And then he ran a bootleg.
He ran like a
RPO.
RPO and
Did
took
it-
a big
He
hit.
took a hit, and I was like, me and Joel was just like, what the fuck is going on? Why the fuck are they doing that?
Yeah.
But Joe Burrows, too, he takes those. I'm like, you can't do that. That's not something. You're going to be out for a couple weeks with a rib injury or shoulder.
No, they do definitely. I like their weapons over there.
Who, Burrow?
Burrow's weapons. I like Herbert's. See,
Both of
again,
them.
you put those quarterbacks in those situations, and they're prevailing. And Dak did that early.
Yeah.
And I don't want to go back to this. I'm just making now. Am I saying Herbert deserves a contract or Joe Burrow deserves a big contract? No. But if they don't consistently do those things, like progress, then they don't deserve the big money.
Yeah, them guys are. That's why I don't know if Tua's going to do very well. I mean, Preston Williams.
Okay, let me ask you this. Tom Brady came into the league. Very different time of football and stuff. But he came in, took over for Drew Bledsoe, led them to 3 Super Bowls in 4 years. Rest is history, but never got paid the big bucks. Reason, maybe he had to take the pay cuts because Robert Kraft didn't want to pay him or whatever the case is. He took the pay cuts for whatever reason, okay? But then you have like a Patrick Mahomes wins 1 Super Bowl in a few years. It's been like 3 or 4 years he's been in the
like
league.
3 or 4.
And they right away hand him over the keys to the Lambo and say, here's the money and the cash. Here, take off.
Mm-hmm.
If you were in those situations, in any of them, what is the decision you're going to make and why?
On what player?
If
Both?
you're the quarterback.
Oh, the quarterback?
You're the quarterback. You just won either Patrick Mahomes or Tom Brady. What do you do?
If I was the $500 million man, I wouldn't have took that. On the personal, like, I could probably live off of $15 million. Like
Okay,
that.
but see,
So
what I'm trying to say is,
I would have took the Tom Brady
would
route.
you have taken the max or would you have taken like a Tom Brady
I would have
deal?
took the Tom Brady and be like, hey, we need a safety. I mean, Tyrann Matthew.
You could have still made
but
$35 million a year,
instead of
$40 million,
45 or
but instead
whatever.
of 50.
Oh, 50 million, yeah. I would have took like that little pay cut to get like maybe Tyreek Hill paid or
Right.
Kelsey paid or my line or
Something where we need help.
eventually. I mean, I'm gonna say I think Le'Veon Bell's gonna strive in that offense, so maybe, or even Hilaire. So one of them are gonna get paid. I mean, take that pay cut just so you can get those weapons around you. to stay
And
around
obviously, we're keeping in mind we're not in those situations. It's easy for us to say like, yeah, I guess I'm a winner. I like to win, but I also know in that type of sport you have to have a team.
Mm-hmm.
In order to win, you have to have the best of the, not the best players all on one team, but you have to have good skilled players.
Yeah, you have to have at least above average at your positions,
Right.
especially
And so
your line.
You just I don't know. I think that's gonna end up fucking Kansas City later.
Yeah, you're gonna be
Look
like
at Deshaun Watson.
The Colorado Rockies have a player they signed. He was good, but now he's just the guy on the team. I mean, he's getting paid fucking like big
Shit
bucks.
ton.
Big bucks now. Like you can't. I mean, you can. I guess like Mookie Betts and all them. You can pay.
But
them.
baseball's different when you don't have a cap.
Yeah, but I'm saying like you could pay those players. You could just pay them if you want to. But at the end of the day, you think Patrick Mahomes is gonna win you like any other Super Bowl ever again? Like,
I think if you
should
don't
he-
win it this year, it's gonna just continue to go downhill.
like Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees.
Would I say Aaron Rodgers? Maybe. Because since he's won a Super Bowl, I think he got a contract deal, and they haven't necessarily been. I mean, they're good, but when they're good until they play the best team out there.
Yeah.
Because they played the Niners twice last year and got fucked up both times.
Like if they play Seattle this year, I don't think they have a chance.
Yeah, me neither.
Mm-mm.
And so
they don't have a corner to guard.
and
DK.
the Bucks. I think the Bucks are a good defensive team.
Oh, and they're a fucking lighthouse. They'll light you up. You seen Evans had like 4 catches, but Godwin had 9 catches, 88 yards.
Gronk tore it up.
Gronk tore it up 2 weeks in a row. That's crazy. I didn't think that was gonna happen.
That's what I'm saying is, I look at those type of teams that end up signing these quarterbacks to big deals, and it seems like a good idea, but then later down the road, it's like, damn, I can't get you that left tackle we need because, well, fuck, you took all the money, and so obviously I'm trying to. I don't know. It's easy for us, like I said, because we're not in that type of situation. But for me, I just think if I'm making $35 million a year for the next 4 or 5 years, are you telling me that that's not enough?
Like, Tom Brady's done it, won 6 championships, and living his best life. Like, he don't even have to win in Tampa Bay anymore. Like, he could go and win in Tampa Bay. Now he's solidified.
He wins in Tampa Bay, he's already the GOAT, but then there's like no denying him.
Yeah, he's solidified as the greatest player to ever play football.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's solidified.
Because there's just no way you
But
can.
he's still, like, he's up there. Like, you'd be like, oh, well, there's still Montana, or there's, like, whoever the fuck you want to put in that fucking
I mean,
room.
am I saying, like, when you compare the two athletes, like, you put Patrick Mahomes next to Tom Brady, who's the better athlete?
Oh,
Patrick
yeah.
Mahomes is way better than Tom Brady.
Yeah.
He's faster. He's probably got a stronger arm.
That's like LeBron and, like, Jordan. Obviously, LeBron's going to have the
He's bigger, stronger.
Yeah, he's stronger. The stronger player.
Yeah, I get it. And that's
But up here, like, those two dudes are different animals, Jordan and fucking Kobe's and the fucking Tom Brady's. They're mentally better than anybody on the field.
exactly. They're just so good that
Mahomes is out there, too, though. He's getting there.
he's good, but, man, he still makes so many mistakes.
He does not know how to slide.
Slide, throw the ball away, hold the ball too long, run around.
Audibles. He's not an audible guy. I've seen it. I'm like, dude, you're not an audible guy. Like, you know when you're looking at a quarterback, and you know when he sees something like he sees, say, 57s right here, you're like, all right, we're switching the whole fucking thing up. Doom. He's just like, I don't give a fuck. I have Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce.
I agree, and I'm just.
That's what's gonna hurt him if he loses some of those guys.
Well, they signed Kelsey,
Yeah,
and then
before
they have rookie. They got a few people in the backfield, but man, they're gonna lose probably Tyreek Hill eventually.
Yeah, he's gone.
Or Tyrann Mathieu.
Especially when you got like Rams that could use.
Well, they just
somebody.
signed Chris Jones this past offseason, the defensive tackle.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. They're not gonna. You just gave $500 million to what's his name? It's gonna be hard to sign Tyreek to. What's the receiver? Probably like 17, 18 maybe million.
Probably about that, yeah.
So it's gonna be hard.
It's tough, man. It's not easy to build a franchise, but look at Russell Wilson. I think he took the Tom Brady deal.
Oh,
He's at a low 30 million.
and they brought.
But yeah,
weapons in for him.
look, he's got the backfield now with Carson. He's got Metcalf, Lockett. I mean, his defense, they brought Jamal Adams. They still got Wagner.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have the best defense, but, I mean, they got pieces around that I think are going to push them to that next.
Yeah, I think they should be the front runner and win the Super Bowl this year. After this week, I mean, if they win tonight, but they should be. They're fucking. There's no one in the league. I don't care if you're Stephon Gilmore that could guard fucking DK Metcalf. DK Metcalf guards his fucking self. It's like if he don't catch the ball, it's because he just dropped the ball. But other than he's becoming the Julio Jones of the next generation of receivers because
Julio is the GOAT.
Because right now he's becoming that guy. AJ Brown is falling right behind him. There's a few young guys that are doing that.
AJ Brown, Julio, or DK Metcalf.
We can't say Diggs. He's been in the league too long.
So as D Hop and Julio, Michael Thomas.
not-
Maybe Justin Jefferson one day, maybe Claypool one day. But they got some. Again, I don't fall in love with the players right off the jump.
That's why AJ Brown is now one of the best because he's done it for 3-4 years now. He's been.
He was a rookie last year, wasn't he?
Was DK rookies in the same league as DK?
Yeah, DK and them are both rookies last year, I think.
Maybe 2 years. Because last year, it was last year.
It was last year.
So,
That's what I'm saying.
so
Like
they've
they've put some work in, but you still see DK making those bonehead plays. Like
fucking get hit behind.
yeah, bro,
Making TO
or
plays.
AJ Brown goes a couple games and don't hear from him.
I think
It's like,
he gets hurt sometimes. Like he has an ankle problem.
so yeah, like I see Julio, he's hurt. He goes out there. And yeah, he may not score that fucking touchdown, but he's getting you them numbers. He'll get you that first. He'll get you that 3 yards. It's like fuck.
Yeah, some of these young guys could be good.
I mean, Terry McLaurin from Washington is not a bad guy.
That's if he can get like a Trevor Lawrence in there and something like that, fucker would be destructive. I mean, he might be the best receiver in the league if he can get a quarterback. Not even Trevor Lawrence. Maybe even get like a Sam Darnold.
Maybe. I
Something
don't know.
like that.
I don't know.
That fucker could be really good.
It's been fun this NFL season. I'm glad it's back. It just sucks. It's already about halfway through. It's just COVID's been hitting a little bit in there too. I mean, that's been one of the big talks of lately is COVID-19.
The front runners, yeah. To switch off of football, we could talk about her name is, they call her AOC. She's like the Senate or Representative Alexandria I don't know how to say it. Something Cortez. She's
Tyler Lockett 34-yard pass from Wilson.
Bitch. So she's a representative for the Brooklyn region of New York.
Okay.
She played Among Us with some of the top people. I will name a few of them: Valkyrie, my girlfriend, Pokimane, Courage JD, Toast. There's a few Twitch streamers. She did it because she wanted to enhance voting for younger people that are not registered or don't know about it. So she played with streamers that have younger audience. And she hit 439 viewers on this stream. And she was playing Among Us. If you don't know Among Us, Google it.
Chris, put something right here of Among Us. Just a small little 3-second clip of maybe somebody getting murked.
Yeah, so it's just a fun little online game. You play on your phone, PC.
Tyler Lockett, 4-yard catch.
Touchdown?
No.
So this lady, AOC, she played it with them, had the most viewers in a very long time. Think she had, after that stream, the next day, I think the registration of votes skyrocketed in New York and around the country. This woman is she's a Democrat, so for people not to be like, oh, she's a Democrat. Yeah, we know. We don't give a fuck about that. At this point, she touched a total of 700,000 views. This woman looks like she might be one of the Democrats to run for president next election. She's a favorite. She's very young. I'll say it. She's very pretty. She's doing a lot for. I don't know a lot about the politics. I don't get into that, but Democrat-wise, she is the front runner for 2024. If you like her, you don't. She made a big. I like how people do that. I wish we've seen Drake with Ninja. We've seen all these celebrities. It's cool to see politicians get into the mix of the video games.
I think that's the new way of getting in touch with everybody. It's trying to integrate things that people do these days, which is obviously like social medias, these video games, whatever it is. There's ways to reach out to a vast majority of people by outletting towards these type of things like Among Us. Like Among Us is a hot game right now for your phone. It's like Tyler Lockett, 3-yard touchdown.
Fuck me, I'm gonna lose.
Anyways, yeah, I mean, I like it. I don't know her enough to be able to say 2014 vote for her, but I mean, it's cool to see people doing that, being innovative with the way they campaign.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like she took it. Like what makes me think is like, how'd she know them people to get in with their Twitch?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She's so young. I could look up her
But
age real
even being
quick.
young, it's like some random send-in from Brooklyn just gets on.
She's kind of. I don't know why she trends a lot, but I think it's because she's hot and young.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it's smart to a extent, because who wants to go on CNN and watch a fucking debate? Like, I don't really want to watch that shit. I'd rather watch her play Among Us and talk just randomly
Just
about
pretty much
being a normal
everyday conversation, but plugging the voting.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's true. It's way more entertaining.
Yeah, because I'm like, do I like to watch fucking Courage do fucking play chess? No, I don't want to watch fucking Courage JD play. She's 31.
Right.
Play chess. I'd rather play like Fortnite or
Fortnite, Among Us,
Yeah.
Fall Guys. No,
Yeah.
I get you. No, it makes sense, man. I think it's a great way. I think I like it. Like I said, it's very innovative. It's a different way. And I think moving forward, now that technology, I'm not going to say has peaked, but it's at a very high level nowadays, that trying to utilize that and meet, especially because people older know to vote.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, voting matters or whatever. But it's the younger kids that are coming out of high school, still are in college, you know, that younger class that doesn't maybe understand the importance of voting.
Yeah.
You know, we're pushing it and everyone's trying to get people to vote as often as possible. But at the same time, it's like, well, you know, you got to reach out to everybody, because I think the statistic is last election there was only 60% of voting.
Oh, shoot.
So there's a whole 40% of people that did not vote last time.
Damn.
So if you can reach out to even 10, 15% of that and make it 75%, you know, that's still a quarter of people not voting. But also, what do you think about this? So if you guys haven't already, Kanye West was on Joe Rogan's podcast, and they dropped it yesterday. Only statement, I'm not spoiling anything. He just had made this one suggestion that really kind of opened my eyes. He said that he doesn't think that the election should be worldwidely watched. Mm-hmm. Like, basically, that's what we would call, like, say you and I are having a conversation about some serious shit, but, like, in the corner, I have the camera there, and people get to watch and put their input in and whatever, make a mockery or have their opinion or maybe an influence in somehow. Do you think it would benefit us if we made the election more private?
It would be cool. It'd be like switching it up. I feel like every time you have something that's outdated, I'm gonna pull it back to like a sports analogy, like the NBA like All-Star game. It was so outdated. It was just West versus East, and then they started doing the little draft, and it was kind of cooler like to watch like LeBron play with Giannis or some shit.
Okay.
So now it'd be cool just to throw something, implement like something cool,
Something different just to
something
change
modern.
it up.
You know what I mean? Like,
I was thinking about it, like making it, because why should the rest of the world know what America's doing at all times?
yeah,
Like, as it is, we're like, people make a mockery of us because presidents are Donald's the president, or Biden's running, or Hillary's running, or Obama's the president, or like whatever the case is. It's like, why not just make that shit private? Like, why does the rest of the world need to know what the fuck we're doing when, in fact, they don't even have an influence on the election anyways?
yeah. Like there's millions of ways to do it. Like, you could make a U.S. channel just for U.S. citizens to watch the what is it called, the fucking
The
debates
elections
and shit.
shit.
Yeah, so
I
it's
mean,
like,
it would be kind of hard just because of the fact that so many people hack
yeah.
or they somehow stream.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's always, I don't know how you would do it. Obviously, I'm not that high up in the
But
technology
yeah, there
world,
should be a
but
way. You know?
yeah, I mean, there would maybe a subscription. Maybe you had to pay for it. I don't know. I mean, not many people probably would pay for it, but maybe they do. I don't know. Maybe there's a better way of publicizing your election.
Yeah, because
your campaigns.
be
your debates.
honest, like if say what's the guy for Russia, Putin, he goes against somebody else in an election, we don't fucking hear about it.
Yeah, we don't even pay attention. And I'm not saying they do, but then maybe the bigger people there, like Putin's watching us, like, Them fucking stupid fuckers.
I know they got two old fucking
Yeah, they
idiots.
fucking-
Look at
fucking-
that! Look at that fly on his head.
Yeah, really. Like, I'm just saying, bro. It just.
I
it's
wouldn't
the kinda-
mind that AOC in the election next 2024. Like,
I'm-
should be funny, bro.
That's what I'm saying, man. Is there's endless possibilities to make happen. That's why I think, like, I'm not saying Kanye. He's mentioned he wants to run. He said that COVID fucking got in the way of him putting in his ballot to run this year. So I'm pretty sure he's 2024. He's gonna run, and we'll see what happens. But I don't know, man. It's a strange world, that's for sure. Because it's just
Who was it? Was it Sandra Bullock or was it somebody? I think it was a girl off of Friends. One of the white girls off of Friends came out publicly and said, "Stop voting for Kanye. It's not funny." I guess people were actually voting this election for Kanye and shit, like putting their votes in for Kanye West. I mean,
I don't even know how that works. Is he really ready for president? Like, I don't think he can run. Can he?
I don't know. I mean, last election, the gorilla Harambe got like 4% or something, 2 to 4% of the votes, and
I wonder what would happen if Kanye won.
like, what do they do? Like at that point, like they're like, "Fuck, Kanye actually won the fucking election." Like, I don't know how that works.
No,
I don't think anybody really knows how that fucking works.
No, I don't know how that works either.
But there's always a third party, so I mean, if the third party won, they would allow that to happen. So I wouldn't see why he couldn't be a third party.
I don't know. That's a tough one to fucking try to.
Don't
tackle.
vote for Kanye until you hear
I
his
mean,
fucking.
do whatever you gotta do.
Here is fucking like debates and shit in 2024, so we could understand what he's gonna do and try to
If
do.
you watch that podcast, good luck, like really comprehending. He is very.
He's like Elon Musk, huh? Like
Nah,
super
Elon's super smart, but like he emphasizes on like his critical thinking's very on point. Where Kanye, he literally goes down like all these rabbit holes, and it's like you start here and you end up way over here, and somehow it's so hard. But somehow all these things are tied to just this one little thing.
What the fuck?
It's
I
like-
watched like 40 minutes.
It's
of
like, I mean, you gotta really, really pay attention.
yeah,
But
I was trying. It was too much for me.
no, that's cool that lady. What was her name?
Alexandria Cortez. She has another last name, but I don't know how to say it. So
That's that's pretty cool, man. I mean, like I said, anything to reach out to the people to vote. I mean, best of luck to whoever you guys want to win. I don't know. It just
yeah.
really doesn't matter to me because, again, I think state matters more than the country as far as voting goes and whatever. So, what else?
There was something else. I think I wrote it down. Let's see. There was something else out there in this world that happened.
There's
during-
always something.
Oh yeah. Back to. I mean, it's going back to football a little bit, but Odell Beckham getting banned from LSU for 2 years. That shit was kind of funny.
I don't know. There shouldn't be any type of bans for anybody, I don't think.
World Series 2-2.
Oh, shit. World Series last night was fucking epic. Game 4. Dodgers were up 2-1 in the series. They were up 7-6 in the ninth inning. Bottom of the ninth. 2 outs. There was 1 runner on base. They walked Randy Arozarena, I believe you say his name. Okay, so the guy that they had just brought in the last inning to pinch hit ended up staying in the game. Phillips hits a blooper to right, and the guy goes to scoop it, misses the scoop, allows the first runner to score. Arozarena's circling third. By the time the throw comes into the pitcher, he trips. The pitcher throws it to the catcher. Catcher goes to sweep for the tag. He fucking flings the ball out, and Arozarena ended up like turning back really quick, seeing the ball fly out of the glove, and scores the winning run. It was like one of the most epic fucking games and endings I've ever seen, probably.
I think the guy that fumbled the first bobbled. Wasn't that Mookie?
No, doesn't Mookie play left field? Or
I
does he
don't
play
know.
center?
I don't know where he
It
played.
was center.
Oh,
It was a
Oh.
center. I thought it was Bellinger. Doesn't Bellinger play center?
maybe. Seager plays shortstop, so yeah, he probably plays center, and then Mookie. Probably
Either
plays
way,
left.
they made that bobbled No, Mookie I think plays right field.
That's what I'm saying.
And then I think Bellinger plays center. It was Bellinger. He fumbled it. It was like a 2-error play.
Yeah, that catcher fucked up.
If there was this one angle where, like, he hits it, and the pitchers, you could see the pitcher, and he's like, turns around, he's like, fuck no. But then in the background, you just see, like, the Rays bench going crazy.
Yeah.
And then you see the fucking runner running all hyped. And then, like, you see this whole play of the thing at the home plate. Bro, that shit was lit last
You think
night.
that's like a focal point where they're going to just take over from the – like it's gonna
If they end up losing, I will say this now. You compare the Dodgers of the last, like, 5 years to the Buffalo Bills of the early 90s. Made it to multiple Super Bowls, just couldn't get it done. Dodgers have made it to multiple World Series, just cannot get it done. And I think last night was that thing. They had it. The 3-1 series, it's over.
Yeah.
It's fucking over. And you just fucking blew it. Like, don't get me wrong, it's the best of 3 games now, but
yeah, they're gonna be the Buffalo, the Utah Jazz of the '90s.
yeah, the Dolphins
Yeah,
of the fucking 90s.
You're gonna be Dodger fans. I'm
man.
sorry. You're gonna
that's tough, man. That is a very tough thing, like, to get there time after time.
2017 was.
I'll be honest, I'm rooting for the Rays.
Oh yeah, right.
I'm rooting for the Rays hardcore.
Can't
It's just-
stand you fucking Dodger fans. I'm gonna tell you why. Y'all cry too much.
They're just pissed because they think
Salty.
they should have won the World Series.
Y'all lost.
Maybe, but you've had a couple more chances since then. You lost. So if you don't win this time, then what is the excuse? There's no excuses.
There's not an excuse. I mean, you lose this next game, it might be over. Game 5, you lose that one. Rays in 6, baby.
Ooh, raising 6.
I'll do Rays in 7. Fuck it, we'll get Dodgers one more one. I'd rather see a game 7 anyways. I got all kinds of hair on my fucking face.
I don't know, man. It's crazy. Baseball is crazy, but it's finally being over. I'm glad basketball is over. Time to focus on some football. I don't give a fuck. My favorite sport. I mean,
UFC was kind of lit.
oh yeah, shout out Habib Nurmagomedov. He retired yesterday after his fight.
Rest in
Fuck
peace.
UFC too, because they fucked up the fighting schedule, which I understand to an extent, but I don't want to be up at 9 a.m. on a Saturday watching fucking fights.
Rest in peace to Mr. Nurmagomedov. Shout out
Oh,
Justin
yeah.
Gaethje, Conor McGregor, and all them dudes that are gonna fight for that belt now.
I think it's going to be winner of Conor and Poirier in January. Will fight Gaethje probably around March.
Gaethje should have to fight Tony Ferguson again.
Nah, he fucked him up. Tony got fucked up.
I mean, he just got beat up by. You got to give him a fight to get to
Basically,
that.
then you might as well just give Gaethje the interim belt again and just say, here you go. That wasn't fair.
But I mean, you got to put him in another fight just to get to Conor or Dustin Poirier.
Yeah. I think Gaethje's earned the respect and earned
Enough.
the position to stay there.
Okay.
Poirier last fought Nurmagomedov for the belt before Gaethje.
And then
Got his ass choked out.
Then Conor.
Conor was before that. So the last 2 people to fight Nurmagomedov fight each other. And then Gaethje gets that. He was the clear cut. He was the interim champ, if anything.
Yeah.
So he gets the winner. Plus, Dustin versus Conor is part 2. They fought once. Conor beat his ass.
Yeah. It was,
Okay? Everybody's been talking about Gaethje and Conor anyways because Gaethje has some hands and Conor has some hands, and they want to see them box it out. So
Yeah, because those two. I mean, Gaethje does have a wrestling background, but I think he'll stand toe to toe. If Nurmagomedov wanted to stand toe to toe, he would have stand toe to toe with Gaethje. Gaethje would have been like, "Fuck it." He'd rather get knocked out. He's the type of dude to say, "Fuck it."
that's
but
true.
McGregor's the same way. He'll throw them blows. You don't get it either.
They're gonna definitely. I think it's gonna be Conor versus Gaethje probably around March or April. I'd say around there, probably April.
You know, I'm
And
going
then,
Justin.
Fuck no, I'm going Conor against Poirier and Conor versus Gaethje and Conor versus Pacquiao. Fuck it. That's
Fuck that.
that's 3 in a row, baby. Do me some good, cause I don't know, man. It's I love UFC though. They just do it different.
Oh my
I mean,
God.
I ain't gonna lie. This next month, the fucking cards suck.
Yeah.
I hate these next
I looked at it.
cards.
It was not that great.
But I don't know. I want to see Jones back in there. I want to see Usman come back.
Oh,
I know Dillashaw's fixing to come back soon.
I want to see my boy. What does he call him? The weatherman or whatever the little white boy that's Covington.
Oh, Kobe Covington versus
He
Usman. again?
calls Usman something. Dog, it's fucking the fucking weatherman or something.
He calls him all kinds
He calls
of shit.
I want to see it because Kobe Covington shout out that motherfucker talks his shit, but he will back it up.
He does back it up. I want to see him fight. Maybe fight Covington versus Burns. That would be a good fight. And then winner of that fight, Usman. And then I want to see Jones in the heavyweight soon.
He keeps saying it on Twitter. He keeps saying he wants to go for the heavyweight.
Well,
so.
he's already said he's going for it. So
Who's the heavyweight?
Stipe. But
Stipe.
Stipe's old, man. Stipe's like 37, 8 years old.
You think he could beat?
He's gonna beat Stipe.
Oh, okay.
I think he's gonna beat Stipe.
You should.
He should beat Stipe. But then it's
Robert
like,
Whittaker versus obviously Adesanya.
yeah, that's gonna be a rematch. I want to see T.J. Dillashaw come back soon here in the next couple of months. He'll be back from his suspension. Not a fan of cheaters, but fucking
T.J. Dillashaw lost to
Cejudo.
Cejudo, and fuck,
then,
Cejudo really did
But
some work on.
Cejudo retired, so there's no more Cejudo. But yeah, I love the UFC. Valentina Shevchenko is fixing to fight this month. I don't like her opponent. I think she's
Yeah.
kind of weak, but fuck it. You know who I want to see? And if we can make this happen, UFC, I'll be down. But Shevchenko versus
Nunez?
fuck. No.
I was like, damn, nigga.
Well, yeah, they fought once too, and I thought Shevchenko beat her ass. What's Wei Li, the Chinese girl? Let them fight it out, man. Them fuck or Joanna Young Jacek fight Wang Li too, and that was a good fight too.
You like the bitches fight?
I like when they're the bad bitches that fight, like the bitches that are gonna fuck shit up. Shit.
Yeah.
Like I want to see some fucking blows. I don't want to see like I see these other girls fight. Mad props to you guys even having like the courage to step into the ring and fuck each other up. It's just when you watch like Amanda Nunes versus somebody, and then you watch like this past weekend, there was a couple girls that were on the main card. They fought. It was a good fight, but it's like you guys just don't have the infrastructure to get shit done.
Yeah.
You're just not that good. So it's like, fuck you, I don't want to watch this shit.
Fuck, what was I gonna say? It was another thing I was gonna say. Oh yeah, UFC. What was it? Just 2 or 4? What did he call that last?
254?
The one with
Robert Whittaker in there?
Yeah.
254.
254. I believe when this video's out, their video will be out. So shout out to Nuck Boys. That shit was lit on their stories, man.
Yeah.
Shit was.
Nelk Boy coming in clutch in
Dog.
Abu Dhabi.
Them niggas was clutch. I mean, I
Hey,
can't wait
nah,
to watch that shit.
You ain't clutch, motherfucking Steve will do. You should have had a beer ready for
yeah.
after that fucking fight. Fucking, what's his name? Oh, man. How am I not going to remember his
Fuck,
name?
I don't remember his name either. He's a big dude. Like,
Either way, he comes out. He's like, "Where's the beer? Where's the beer?" And she was like, "No beer." I will say this though, they got fucked up afterwards.
they've been getting fucked up since.
Yeah, so Nelk Boys, y'all are clutch, man. That's you got to do
sick.
something that really nobody gets to do. You fucking went to Abu Dhabi and watched the UFC fights, and all of us fuckers are
Jacob, is that who it is? Jacob?
No,
Where is it?
he's like a Samoan dude. Let me see. I'll tell you right
I don't know which one it was.
now. No, it's not even on that card.
It wasn't on the main card?
No, it was the
Prelims.
prelims.
But yeah, they fucking were getting lit. I don't know if they have like a bar at the fucking place or
I don't know.
Steve will do it. Kyle Fordrum, my boy Salim. Them motherfuckers are getting lit. I can't wait for the footage. Those dudes probably fucking got some good fuck. They were on UFC Unbedded.
Oh wait. Oh, here we go.
They fucking got lit.
Tied to Avasa. That's who the
Knocked the
fuck
fuck out of that dude too.
That
Huh?
fool knocked he was like, "No, that was fucking big," because that was like 6'11" in the fucking ring and shit.
Yeah, that shit was their video. I mean, I don't like to plug other people, but those guys don't get paid off of YouTube, so fuck it. They're fucking look that shit up. I want to watch it too. I can't wait. Beard Bros one day, hopefully. Fucked
Chilling
up.
with them
Yeah,
fools.
chilling with Kyle Fordrum and my boy Salami. I don't care what y'all call him. That's my dog. Steve will do it. We need you on the fucked up show.
That's true. Y'all come on. We'll see what's good. I think that's about it. We've gone on for a minute. Hope you guys enjoyed today. Hey, you guys fucking... If you haven't, I know right now it's Monday morning or whatever, but if you haven't, go check out either Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook on our Facebook page of the Beard Bros Podcast. There's a picture. All we're asking is to vote. Leave a comment, either A, B, or C, or D. We all did pumpkins. It's us and 2 other people. We're waiting to do a challenge.
Yeah.
So we're trying to get those votes in. So if you haven't already voted, please go vote. The video will be out this Friday. So that's all we really have for you guys. Like and subscribe, motherfuckers.
Yeah, wait till season 2, pussies.
That's what I'm talking about.